Okay, we are working on L2 circle video notes. This is all about identifying the x-intercept and the y-intercept in the real world. Okay, so remember, the y-intercept is the beginning or start value in a linear equation, and it's represented by the b in y equals mx plus b. Okay, so the y-intercept is where we start our line. That's where we start graphing. It's where our equation starts. It's where our scenario will start as well. It's also where the x value equals 0. So a y-intercept as a point looks like 0, comma, a number. Okay? 0, comma, a number. Some of the key words that will be in our word problems are going to be things like starts or starting, begin or beginning, at the beginning, fee. A fee is something you usually pay once. So it's where we start. And then sometimes the word already. If you've already done something, that's where we're starting. So these are some of the key words that mean y-intercept in our word problems. The second part of these notes are the x-intercept, or is the x-intercept. So our x-intercept is where the y value equals 0. And I'm going to be honest with you. This can look a lot different depending on the problem. So some of these we can identify the x-intercept and some we can't just from this scenario or word problem. We will see some of them in our examples. I'll let you know. So just like y-intercept is 0, comma, a number, x-intercept is just backwards. So x-intercept is a number, comma, 0. Okay, so remember, y-intercept 0, comma, number, x-intercept number, comma, 0. Let's try some problems together and kind of break down these word problems. So it says for each of the following, we're going to circle the words that help us identify the y-intercept. So we're circling the y-intercept, and we are boxing the keywords that help us identify the x-intercept. And like I said, sometimes that happens and sometimes it doesn't. So, for number 1, Miss Williams started 2013 with 2 cats. After that, she went a little nuts and adopted 3 cats yearly. How many cats will she have after 7 years? Okay, we are not solving this problem. All we're going to do is identify the y-intercept. What word do you see that could help us find the y-intercept? If we look up here, we know one of our words is start. So she started 2013, the year 2013, with 2 cats. That's our y-intercept. That's it, y'all. 2 cats. So our point is 0, comma, 2. That's it. Next one. Number 2, you get a new job at Hobby Lobby, making $10.12 per hour. You start with $0 in your bank account. If you save all your money for a 20-hour work week, how much do you have in your account at the end of the week? Remember, we're not solving, just looking for the y-intercept. I see the word start again. I'm starting with $0 in my bank account. That's my y-intercept. From there, I can gain more money as I work my 20-hour work week. So I take this number, plug it in. Done. Number 3, Sydney is going to the Colt volleyball game. She buys a ticket for $2.50 and later decides to buy 3 hamburgers that cost $4.50 each. What is her total cost? So on this one, if you're looking at it, I don't see any keywords here. I don't see start, begin, fee, already. So let's think about what happened when she got to the volleyball game. To get into a volleyball game, you have to buy a ticket. So that's where she is starting, or she's beginning by paying $2.50 to enter the volleyball game. She's starting with that much. She already had to pay it. So that's our y-intercept. 2.50. How do we feel about that one? If you need some help, pause it, ask your teacher, or watch this part again. Let's look at number 4. Katrina just joined the gym for a $25 fee. She wants to take 2 Pilates classes this week that cost $10 each. What will her first payment be for the gym? Okay, so she's already having to pay something to get into the gym. She's paying a fee of $25. She can't even go to any classes at the gym until she pays this fee. So our y-intercept is $25. Now from there, she's going to spend a lot more money, right? Every time she takes a Pilates class. So our y-intercept is 0.25. Okay, number 5, last one. Jaime is driving home from a concert that was 600 miles away. He can drive 60 miles an hour on the highway all the way home. How long will it take him to get home? So let's think about this. Jaime is 600 miles away. He's got 600 miles to go. Every time he drives an hour, he goes down by 60 miles. So he has 60 less miles to go. So our starting point is 600 miles. It's going to decrease as he drives. So I've got 0.600. So if this was on a graph, my 600 miles is up here. That's our y-intercept, crosses the y-axis. Every time he drives an hour, his mileage is going to go down by 60 miles. So when he gets home, he has no more miles to drive, 0 miles. So if you look at our graph, what is this one called? It's touching or crossing the x-axis, so that's our x-intercept. We need to see how long it takes, how many hours it takes to get home, and that's our x-intercept. So I'm going to take 600, and I'm going to divide it by 60 miles. I'm going to get 10 hours. That's how long it takes him to get home. So our x-intercept is 10 hours. That means our x-intercept as a point looks like 10, 0. So he starts out having to drive 600 miles. This is our 0. He drives for 10 hours, and now he has 0 miles to go. If this one was a little confusing, it's okay. We are going to practice some more. Do not worry. So on the back of this paper, you have your practice problems. Try those problems, go check them, and ask your teacher if you have questions. Good luck!